Welcome back. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinel, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. Back with another video for you all, but before we get started, we know what we have to do. Let's go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And be sure to leave a comment right down there at the bottom of the video. Leave a comment. I guarantee you I'll get back to you. All right? And then last but not least, on a more serious note, if we want to continue to push this narrative out there, we got to hit that share button, you all. All right, let's continue to let this positivity move forward. Okay. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. This one is entitled Back to School. And fathers, you guessed it. You already know what time it is. It's that time again, right? It's back to school. So what does that mean for us as fathers? It's time for us to get that call. And you all know that call, what I'm talking about. It's time for school supplies, and it's time for school clothes, right? So in this video, I just want to give you a couple of pointers, kind of how I do my school shopping, whether it's clothes or the supplies. And I'm also curious to see how you all do it. Again, I don't attest to knowing everything. I'm just trying to give you some tips out there that could possibly help you, okay? So for me, this is what I do. As soon as I get the list, I look at the list, right? If y'all notice nowadays, the lists seem like they're getting longer and longer, right? It seems like we got to buy more stuff. But here's one thing that you have to keep in mind, fathers. When you buy what's on that school list, just know you're not only buying for your own child, right? Like, why does your son or daughter need 900 pencils? So what these schools are doing as of late, because I don't know if they are underfunded or whatever the case may be, but they are asking us as parents, right, to buy supplies for the classroom so all the other kids can have it. Now, I get it. Some kids are, they come from poverty-stricken situations, so they may not be able to get the school supplies to start at the school year. I just don't think that's my responsibility, but I do understand, okay? But me as a teacher, like I said, I used to work in the education field before. Me as a teacher, I would just buy a bunch of school supplies anyway, right, just to keep around in the classroom. So fellas, watch those lists. When you look at that list, pay attention. Don't just start buying just to be buying because it's on the list. Like me, I'm totally different from mom. Mom is the exact opposite. What's on the list, she's going to get that. She's going to get the quantity. She's going to get the name brand. She's going to do it all. And she's going to check it out and keep going from store to store. I'm not doing it. I'm being honest with you. I'm going to one store. And for me, I'm shopping for 3 little ones, okay? So I got to hit it all up in one while. I'm not bouncing back and forth and compare prices to this, that. I'm not doing it. I'm going to Walmart, and that's that. But I'm paying attention on this list. So here's a tip, fellas. Get what your child needs, okay? You don't got to always go by that list. Pay attention. If they say they need 2 trapper keepers, why am I buying 2 trapper keepers? That don't make sense. Cross one of those out and keep it moving, all right? If it say they need 1,800 pencils, why am I buying 1,800 pencils? Pack of 12, cross that out. I'm telling you, you got to be smart with it. And then another thing I noticed about these schools, and I don't know why, if you're a teacher out there, you're a principal, you're an administrator, please chime in on this. Why are y'all asking for specific brands now? Like I had on a list, it specifically or explicitly said Elmer's glue only. I'm like, what? How you gonna tell? Now you look at the prices of the glue. You got this little old ounce, I don't know, about 8-ounce glue for about, I think it was like $2.50. Or I can get the knockoff brand for like 50 cents. Like, why would I buy Elmer's? So somebody need to chime in on that and tell me why we have to buy these specific brands now. Because that never was the case when I was growing up. I was just happy to have a backpack full of supplies. You know how you get on your first day, you walk in your backpack heavy as hell, your back is falling, but you good though because you got everything that you need. And that's what you got to understand, fathers. As long as you fill that backpack up and they feel like they have everything they need, because you don't have the type of kids, at least I don't, they ain't going through checking off nothing. They just want to make sure that they actually have the items that, they want to feel like they have everything that they need. And you can make that happen for them, but you got to be smart in these stores, I'm telling you. And then lastly, just do what makes sense. Like, don't try to overdo it. And sometimes like they can blend these supplies. So if my daughter need pencils, obviously my son and my other son need pencils, right? I'm just gonna get enough for y'all. I don't have to like just go down this list and just start buying like a bunch of pencils. I swear on the list one time it's like almost 300 pencils. I'm like, why do you need this set of pencils and then this set? Like it made no sense. So fathers, we have to be smart out here. I'm telling you what I do. So at the end of the school year, That's when everything is on sale. So like when you come to like May, start buying school supplies. I'm telling you right now, it's the smartest thing that you ever do in life. I know you don't need it at the time. I know you probably like me. I don't like to see my money sit on the shelf, but you got to start getting those items. I do a comparison for you. It was like at least $1.50 short than what it is now. So for example, just say they need loose leaf paper. At the end of May, I'm sorry, at the end of May, at the end of May when they get out of school or the beginning of June, that paper is probably like, I don't know, 50 cents. Now, look at the prices now. They taking advantage of us. I'm telling you, that same piece of pack of paper would be like $1.50, right? Now I'm fluctuating with the prices. That may not be exactly what it is, but I'm just telling you, right now, school supply is currently higher than what it was back in May. And that's because they know we have to have it. So when the demand is like that, the prices go up. It's just what it is. When the demand is low, the prices go down. You understand me? So we got to be smarter, fellas. And then switching it over to school clothes, right, fellas? Y'all can get caught in that game if you want to. You're gonna end up spending $2,000 on a 6-year-old and you ain't even know it. I'm telling you, you better pay attention to this. All right. When you buying school clothes and the shoes and stuff like that, imagine it like this. You just probably bought summer clothes. So they already coming into the school year with enough clothes. You've been buying stuff all summer, little t-shirts here, little silkies here, pair of shoes right here for basketball, whatever the case may be, whatever sport that they play. Let them wear that stuff for the first probably like month and a half. Okay? Buy them enough outfits and buy the outfits according to the weather that's going to be the majority of the school year, which is cool weather. All that trying to buy them new shorts outfits, at least up here in Wisconsin. Now, it may be different down south, obviously, right? Y'all have it's longer or it's hotter longer down there. But up here, listen, I'm not doing that. I'm not even playing no games. You're going to get 2 pair of shoes. You're going to be able to rotate your shoes. I always used to hate when they buy me 1 pair of shoes, my parent. I hated that. And I knew that's all she could afford, but it's just like, I'm about to tear these up. Like, these going to be over with in like a week. You know what I mean? So I give my kids 2 pair of shoes. I'm going to get them 2 pair of shoes. That's what we're doing. And then I'm going to let them rock out the clothes that they currently have, which is summer clothes. I might buy them like, I don't know, since it's 3 of them, pay like 3 outfits a piece just to start out the school year. And then you can get that stuff throughout, the course of the school year. Fellas, I'm telling you right now, don't put all that pressure on yourself. You don't got to do that. You don't got to come through spending $2,500. If you got it, that's fine. Go ahead and spend it. But I'm just saying, if you don't have to do that and you're trying to be economically smart, okay, I'm telling you, these are some tips that's going to help you. So again, with the supplies, get what your baby need. You don't need to fund the classroom. If you can fund the classroom, go ahead and fund the classroom. And I'm still waiting on one of you individuals out there that's in the education field to tell me why us as parents now have to fund the classroom as well. I'm just curious to know, right? If you give me or justify the reason behind it, I can respect that. But right now, I'm just like, I'm getting what my child needs. That is not my responsibility. If I throw some extras on there, then I just throw some extras on there. But I probably didn't mean to do that on purpose. All right. So fellas, be smart with these school lists. Pay attention. They don't need everything on there. And ain't no such thing as a name brand glue. Ain't no such thing as name brand pencils. It don't make no sense. I don't care what you say. All right. It don't make no sense. So don't try to adhere to the brands that's on there. Don't play those games with them. I'm telling you, you're gonna end up spending $2,500 on school supplies, and you're gonna be out here just sick. Don't do it. Listen to me now. And then with the gear, you have to know coming into that school year, you should be good. See, the mistake that these kids make nowadays is they wear all their new stuff right out the gate. So soon, first 2 weeks of school, they wear everything new, right? It don't make no sense. Like, what are you doing right now? You just wore everything that's new. Now you don't have nothing to just come back with. So I tell my kids, for that first about month, wear all your summer stuff. That's all you got to do is wear your summer stuff. And then once everybody start to stop wearing their new stuff, bam, you come in with your new stuff. Now you the flyest guy out there or the flyest girl out there. All right? So you got to be smart out here. You got to learn how to talk to these kids too. Let's play the game, fellas. But y'all know what time it is. It's back to school time. That means you getting hit up for these supplies. Of course, we're going to do it. And you're also getting hit up with these school clothes. But that's something that we like to do, ladies. I'm just making jokes right now. We love to take care of our kids. All right, so fathers, I'm curious to see, how do you do your school shopping? Let me know. All right, give me some more tips. Is there some better ways to save some money out here? Is there better ways to do this? All right, leave it down in the comment section. Make sure you let me know what's going on. I appreciate y'all again. At the end of the day, we're going to do what we do best, fathers, and that is being a great father. Black Father Center.